10 div. How much does an Aldur's Legacy cost? Does it cost more than 10 div? How much does an Aldur's Legacy cost? That's 300 div! What? Oh, that's 300 div. Yo, everybody, Peepz here. Been grinding tons of POE, tons of recorded footage, but I've been kind of hesitant putting anything out. This is my first actual league start. I started playing POE during the last league, I think April when I started. Since then, I think I've got like 300 hours in the game. But um, I wanted to make sure before I was putting stuff out that I was actually putting out quality content and not just throwing out random stuff. Being that I'm so new and the game has so much depth to it. Um, but I have been blasting. I've got a ton of recorded footage. I've got a ton of Delirium stuff. I've got tons of Abyss and Breach. But between Breach and Expedition, I think Expedition's by far my most played content this league. I was blasting Expedition even before the buffs. I really liked it. It was a nice buff to a mechanic that I didn't actually care for last league. Um, but it Expedition kind of got me through that small gap between like end of campaign and finally getting to like tier 7 to 11 maps. Like Expedition's kind of how I made that jump. Um, I've grinded it a bunch. I thought I had a deep understanding of it, but as you can see, I had no idea what an Aldur's Legacy actually even was until last night. So clearly, I've still got tons of stuff to learn about the reward pool. But I wanted to kind of put this out today. One, because I was so hyped about the the drop last night, but two, um, because I wasn't running any. I was running essentially an entirely free setup last night. Um, I needed I needed a way to get um, the Vol armor infusers, which meant I needed to bang out some temple charges. And I didn't want to waste any good maps on temple because if it wasn't for Vol armor infusers, I wouldn't actually go in the temple. I don't enjoy the temple mechanic. I I didn't like it last league. Um, I don't like it now. It's just not my cup of tea. Um, but I need the Vol armor infusers. They're overly expensive right now with the amount you need, um, just because of that corruption chance every time you roll past 20 or past 21 rather. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go bang out some expeditions, and I grabbed 3 tablets, um, 3 Vile Temple tablets. The only stat I was looking for on them was rarity. So just pulled 3 from my stash. Actually, I pulled a bunch from my stash. I upgraded a bunch of them. I pulled out the ones with the rarity. I threw them in, and then my strategy was kind of simple. I'm going to run tier 15 corrupteds on anything that's not a grand expedition, and I'm going to run tier 16s on grand expeditions. Um, Kind of still focusing on that high waystone chance. I've had a lot of success running high waystone chance mods this season. I've gotten a lot of good rewards out of that. Um, so I started doing that, and then finished a couple expeditions, or I finished the last couple in my chain that I had open, and then I opened up a new one using a Uthrid, so I could get a shot at that nifty little fork wand. And then my 3 tablets again, 1 rarity mod on each. I didn't care what the other 3 were. Again, 16 tier 16s on the Grand Expeditions, tier 15s on everything else. Everything I ran of these 10 tablets ended up lasting me, I think, like 18 maps with all the Grand Expeditions that I had in that area. Um, I ran everything using Doryani, even with 18,000 EHP. The mobs from the remnants on tier 16s they will one tap you in a heartbeat. You step out of position one time, they're sending you back to the respawn screen. So I think for me personally, Doryani offers the higher upside as he has that revive. Um, Jado's definitely the better master if you're looking for like pure juice. But if your build's still kind of in the state mine is, only 18k EHP, highly recommend just run Doryani and then take that free revive. And then, um, I mean, as you can see in this video, there's a point in this video I get one tapped, like full health to zero health, full energy shield to zero, zero health and energy shield just immediately. So they can definitely one tap you. My gear currently I'm sitting at like 142 item, 142% item rarity. Again, the 18,000 effective health pool, and then 104,000 sheet damage on entangle. I have just under 50% crit, 50% crit. Obviously running an inevitable critical because I'm a druid, and just 675% crit damage. So my average hit's actually somewhere around 600,000. Um, and for the most part, I clear this content very, very comfortably. You could actually probably be a little lower on DPS, um, unless you're gonna do the the strat where you stack all of the monster effectiveness, which is actually what I'm going to do next. So I'll let you know in a few days how that goes. Um, the main idea here, I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I want my temple charges for free because I don't want to run the temple anyway. I just want to get in there, grab some Vol armor infusers, and get out, and hopefully not have to do it again for a while. So in order to keep the cost down, if I didn't have it in my inventory, I did not use it. I still have the expedition logbooks. Um, they're they're overly cheap, so if you have to buy one, they don't cost very much. I ran all doors as the only new uh, like guaranteed that I ran, um, just because I was again looking for that unique item, and then once I reached, uh, I think I was, I think it was 6 uses of the Waystone through. Waystones don't count on Grand Expeditions; only their modifiers do. So I got significantly more than 10 maps out of it, but I got the I got the Aldors drop roughly halfway through my tablet uses, which is kind of the point I actually actively started tracking. Like, and I wonder actually how much I'm profiting from this. Um, and as you can see, the the profit count ended up being about 60 divine. Um, I got an exceptional 2 socket spear that sold for 30 div, and then I think I got almost 25-ish div. It's on the screen. Let me actually look at it. What did I get? Got too many tabs. Uh, yeah, I got 24 raw div, 5 annul, 61 chaos orbs. That's roughly 10 div right there. So 34, 35 of my div was actual raw drops, and then that staff or that spear sold for 30 div in about 77 seconds. Like I didn't even get back like completely loaded into the map before that thing was sold. So it is entirely possible for the new players who are not yet rolling in bank to take what you have in your inventory sitting right now. Just put some mods on it. If you get item rarity, just go to Expedition, run your item rarities. Like there's no need to chase the latest and greatest farming strat, especially not with Expedition. Like the drops in Expedition have been insane all season, and they only got better with the buff mid league. So definitely, if you're looking to get into some money making, Expedition is probably the lowest entry with an insanely quick reward floor. Um, I'm currently in the process of setting up for my next Expedition farm. I'm going to focus on a overly high entry cost farm. I think Aldor's the waystone for Aldur is I think 50 div right, like 50 div right now. And I'm gonna full full on monster effectiveness, um, and kind of see what happens. And I'll come back and give you a make another video once I'm done to kind of see where it went, how it turned out. Um, but a huge shout out to both Gazzy and Fub. They posted two videos on kind of farming strats and specifically this high level farming strat. Both had a different take on the high level. So I'm gonna kind of try both. But huge shout out to them. They posted some absolutely amazing content for Expedition. So if you want more information on Expedition, you want to learn how to do rune passing and the various strategies and how you should, figure out when to use liquid verisium to re-roll it. Like go check their videos out. They posted some crazy good content today. Um, and then a bunch more content coming. And as always, please, if you found this helpful, like, subscribe, helps the algorithm, helps me know that you like this stuff. And until next time, peace.